philosophy of management that is driven by continuous improvement and responsiveness to customer needs and expectations. It is to ensure long-term customers' loyalty and satisfaction. Remember, a happy and satisfied customer will bring new customers with him, whereas a disappointed individual will spread bad words about your product and spoil several of your existing as well as potential customers in the market. Hence, it is very important that you provide something extra to your customers to expect loyalty in return.
System, a set of interrelated and interdependent parts arranged in a manner that produces a unified whole. Closed system, systems that are not influenced by and do not interact with their environment. Open systems, systems that interact with their environment. When we describe an organization as a system, it means that this is an open system. For example, the managers coordinate to the work activities in the various parts of the organization to ensure that all those parts are working together, so the organization goals can be achieved.
The approach is a management theory that says or suggests that there is no best way in managing or making decisions to an organization. Thus, it is dependent to the context in external and internal situation.
Manager is someone who coordinates and oversees the work of other people so organizational goals can be accomplished. And for me, manager is someone who are able to help their subordinates, and he must be approachable and firm in decision making. For example, when emergency or problem happen at the company, they will first consult it to the manager and he will try to fix it as soon as possible.
Hello everyone, the topic that I discuss is all about top managers. So first, what is top managers? Top managers is the upper levels of the organization structure who are responsible for making organization-wide decisions and establishing the goals and plans that affect the entire organization. Meaning they are the people who make all the decisions, establishing and set goals, and making plans that affect the whole organization. The people who involved are the president, vice president, managing director, chief operating officer, and chief executive officer.
It is the managers between the lowest level and top levels of organizations who manage the work of first-line managers. Middle managers are in charge in facilitating any changes needed in an organization and creating an effective working environment. Also, they administer day-to-day routines, monitor performance, and making sure that everything is done in compliance with organization's needs. Examples of middle-level managers are branch managers, department managers, and general managers. They are accountable to the top management for the department functions.
Frontline managers are the managers who are responsible for the production of goods and services. Frontline managers must motivate the morale of the people who do the work, like for example, the one who will design, make, and sell the products to customers. Examples of a frontline managers are the foreman or production supervisor in a manufacturing plant, technical supervisor in a research department, and clerical supervisor in a large office. That's all.
So, what is organization? Organization is an organized body of people with a particular purpose, especially in business, in society, and an association. For example, organization is a group of people working together, a team, like a neighborhood, a charity, and corporation. Also, organization can help the people to become organized in their work in their company.
Managers are very important because organizations need their managerial skills and abilities to succeed, as they are the one who plan, control, organize, and lead every aspect of the organization. They will take care of the production process and will make sure that every worker is well informed about ultimate aim of the organization. They lead the entire workplace towards organization success.
A manager's job is not about personal achievement. It's about helping others do their work. That may mean coordinating the work of a departmental group or might mean supervising a single person. It could involve coordinating the work activities of a team with people from different departments or even people outside the organization. A manager should be the one to help his employees do their best for their department. He should be their coach and motivator. Example, if the goals of your department are successful, not only the manager is successful but also his employees, because in one organization, the success of one is the success of all.
Efficiency, doing things right. As manager, you have to be efficient. Every situation such as decision making, resources must be efficient and not be wasted. Make sure the scarce resources are aligned. Effectiveness, doing the right things. As effective manager must be a good example. It can communicate clearly the staff, listen to the other's opinion. He or she must achievable goals to the company. As manager, he or she must protect the team for the success of the company.
4 functions of management. Henry Fayol, a French businessman in the early part of the 20th century, suggested that all managers perform 5 functions: planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating, and controlling. But there are now 4 commonly accepted functions of management that encompass these necessary skills: planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. Try to think about the 4 functions of management as a process where each step builds on each other. Managers must first plan, then organize according to that plan, lead others to work towards the plan, and finally evaluate the effectiveness of the plan.
Managerial rules are specific behaviors associated with the task of management. Managerial rules fall into 3 basic categories. First is informational rules. The manager may act as an information gatherer or an information distributor. Second is interpersonal rules. Managers have to act as figureheads because of their formal authority and symbolic position representing their organizations. Third is decisional rules. It's the most crucial part of any managerial activity.
Interpersonal roles is a managerial role that covers the relationship a manager has to have with others. It is based on the interaction with other people. Also, this role ensures that everyone understands their objectives, tasks, and responsibilities. It helps get the task done through people. Interpersonal roles has 3 categories, which are leader, liaison, and figurehead.
Informational roles. Managerial roles that involves collecting, receiving, and disseminating information. These roles are mainly involves the movement of information. For examples of information is chatting with your friends. You are receiving a text. When you say collecting, it is searching. And for disseminating is a spokesperson.
Instructional roles, managerial roles that revolve around making choices. So this is important because making decisions is the crux of completing the objectives of the organization. So these have 4 types. First, the entrepreneur, which is responsible for the business and involves being creative and innovative ideas. So the servants handler, they should be able to help and recover from any problem. So resource allocator, from the word itself, they should be able to allocate people, budget at right time and right place. So last, negotiator, which focus on the short term and long term for the success of the company.
Conceptual skill, it is the ability to think and conceptualize about abstract and complex situations. These skills are valuable because those who have them can approach complicated workplace situations in a variety of different ways. People see leaders with conceptual skills as strategic leaders because of their ability to strategize about potential situations and how to resolve them. At a higher management level, so developing conceptual skills can be beneficial if you want to progress in your career as a manager.
Human skills are the skills we use in order to relate with one another. A person with human skills is easily engaged with the audience, potential customer, of customer. Example is communication, understanding body language, empathy, and self-awareness. Interpersonal skills are behaviors and tactics a person uses to interact with others effectively. Example is active listening, teamwork, dependability, leadership, motivation, and patience. Thank you.
Technical skills. These are the abilities for knowledge to perform practical tasks in the areas of mechanics, science, mathematics, and information technology, which is in finance. Technical skills may also refer to those utilized by investor and analysis who follow the procedure of technical analysis.
Examples of managers' job changing. First is changing workplace, ethical issues, security threats, increased competitiveness, and increasing technology. Managers have always had to deal with changes taking place inside and outside their organization. These are the two changes that appear to be having a significant impact of managers' job. First is the importance of customers. Customers is the reason the organization exists, and that is right. Second is innovation. Innovation is doing things differently, exploring new territory, and taking risks.
Managers can his job changing because they are afraid of competition that one day costs their own job. Organization has always been the manager job within any company, but now it may appear that this is becoming more of a team effort. Managers change may not have supervisory responsibility. This person will have to work through many others in organization succeed. The change managers will always support project teams in integrating change management activities in their project.
Study management is very important to understand every aspect that makes up the business. Management teach managers how to manage a business in any level of any management. Study management can also improve managers' skills on how to manage a business, and it helps managers to increase his or her knowledge or skills when it comes to competitions. It gives managers valuable insights to the inner workers of a business.
Universality of management means that the principles of management are applicable to all types of organizations and organizational levels. It indicates that the managers apply the same management principles and skills in all managerial positions held in different organizations. Universality means the transferability of management skills across countries and industry.
Once you graduate from college and begin your career, you will either manage or to be managed. And there people have some managerial responsibilities. For example, a manager and his responsibilities is to ensure a daily operation of his department. And there are people who work for a manager. For example, employees who work for a manager. Everyone wants the position of manager because besides of high wages, you can manage your employee based on your rules and instructions. But it doesn't matter if you are managed or to be managed because whatever the position is, you must do your best and learn how to manage the given task.
One of the rewards of being a manager is having a high compensation and bonuses or stock options. Salary of manager usually ranges from 15,000 to 25,000 for Pangasinan rate or even higher depending on tenure, location, and the company. Some may avail of car incentives, clothing, food, housing allowances, and corporate discounts. Bonuses may vary from quota sales, annual growth rate, and achieving targets.
Challenges of being a manager. Managers are usually in a better position to influence and lead change, but it doesn't mean that you are settled into your role. Because of tough moments, it can all change very quickly. Managers commonly face several challenges related to productivity and communication, including time management, absence of structure, poor teamwork, and lack of communication.